Gillingham welcome the Hollywood team, that is Wrexham, the Priestfield this afternoon, and they're going to be sitting in the best away end in the country. But if Gillingham did want to improve that Brian Moore stand away end, they should reach out to our sponsor. C&A Building Products have everything you need if you have a project going on at the moment that requires any building materials. If you would like to check out their catalogue, the link is in the description down below, and if you're a Gills season ticket holder, you can get 10% off your next order. Welcome to German Gills. Gills Today welcome football's TV show Wrexham down to Kent. Your German Gills show will bring your live match reaction today from your host, Reese. Luke has a head scratcher of 11 today due to a growing injury list at the Gills. Our own Hollywood star Adam Wesgate will be our live reporter today to see if we can turn the tables and say welcome to Gillingham, schön dass du da bist und los geht's Gills! Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham welcome Wrexham to Kent this afternoon. Priestfield will be packed to the rafters to get behind the lads and hopefully take up a place in the playoff spots, whilst Wrexham look to cement their place in the top three. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of today's game. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills show. Any Wrexham fans here, thank you very much for stopping by also. And if you'd like to reach out to German Gills, we have a WhatsApp. The link to that is in the description down below. And if you would like to be part of the German Gills fan zone, you could use that link to send your clips through to be part of our next German Gills video. With a couple of injuries in the Gillingham squad at the moment, Luke's had a bit of a head scratch to try and predict his 11. So let's see what he's predicted for our match against Wrexham this afternoon.
Hello and welcome to Luke's 11, which is sponsored by C&A Building Products. Back-to-back home games see Wrexham rolling to town, and unsurprisingly, there's a packed Priestfield for this one. Both teams were subject to draws on Tuesday night, with Wrexham drawing away to MK Dons and the Gills taking the point off league leader Stockport. As I tweeted after the game, it's a fantastic point in isolation, and we've taken 4 points off the league leaders this season. However, the lack of intensity, drive and any attacking ideas will need to be dramatically improved if we're going to get a result today. The visitors are looking to cement their spot within the automatic playoff places, and their form in the last 5 games has seen them pick up 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. Today I have gone with this 11. I think the injury to Jake will be too severe, so I'm putting Glenn in between the sticks. A back 5 of Romeo Hutton, Connor Masterson, Max Zamer, Shadoji and Max Clark, who I actually think has been tremendous since he has worked his way back into the side. In midfield, Ethan Coleman, Tim Deang and Connor Mahoney, with Ollie Hawkins and Josh Walker up top. Let's hope we can put the dragon to the sword today and have any attacking intent. As I've said a number of times over the last few weeks, who knows what type of Gills are going to turn up. Let's hope it's a better version of Tuesday night. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw today. Los geht's Gills.
The Hollywood duo of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are here in town, but we have our own Hollywood man here at German Gills. So let's go over to Adam Westgate to hear what his thoughts are for our game this afternoon.
Well, good afternoon, Reese, and to everyone at home. And yes, today is the day we get Disney, we get Wales, and we do get a little team called Wrexham, if anyone happens to have heard of them. But we don't get many sellouts here, so I would just say to everyone, enjoy the day. I mean, I'm predicting a draw today. We haven't actually won in 2024, which I found out earlier, which if I'd put everything together, I would have realised, but I just hadn't thought about it this year. So yeah, not a win in 2024 at Priestfield, but I don't think it's going to happen today. I think we're going to get a 1-1 draw. Yes, they've got people like Paul Mullin on the bench. I mean, that shows the sort of strength in depth they have. For Gillingham, it's a completely expected team. Couple of changes, but like that's Ollie Hawkins in when, you know, he was just only out because he was ill. I think we're putting a decent show. They'll give us space to play because they won't come and park the bus. So again, we're not dealing with a low block. I'm feeling positive. I am going to go 1-1. I do think, of course, we can win it. It's not impossible. They have been beaten. They've had some ropey results this year, so we'll see. Anything can happen. Los geht's Gills.
And of course, we have the German Gills fan zone. Let's hear what fans have been saying about our match this afternoon.
Hello German Gills fans, it's Matt here. Wow, what a day I think it's going to be. With the Disney cameras, yes, they are quite literally setting up. Look, right up there. That's the Disney cameras here for us old Gills fans. How's it going to go today? Well, I don't think it's going to be a Disney fairy tale for these lot. I actually think we are going to turn up, and I'm going to go bold. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win. Los Gills.
More than always hope you're well. The result today can hopefully be a 2-1 win to Gills. It's going to be Mahoney and Malone to score. And hopefully 3 points for my birthday tomorrow. Up the Gills. Go Gills.
Good afternoon, Reece. Ben here, just parked up at Priestfield for this afternoon's game for Wrexham at home. Hope you are having a wonderful week. So my prediction for today's game with Wrexham at home, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, slightly positive from Tuesday night, and I'm going to say Mr. Upside Down Head to score for us in Johnny Williams. But as always, fingers crossed for 3 points, and Los Gills.
Hi Reece, Finn here. Really excited about today's game against Wrexham. I think they'll win 2-1. I think Ollie Hawkins will score, and so will Johnny Williams. I think Johnny Williams will have a masterclass today. Los Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los Gills! So we're about to get underway here at packed Priestfield Stadium. Big shout out to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. The link to the website is in the description down below for all your building product needs. And also, Luke got 10 out of 11 on his Luke's 11, predicting correctly Glenn Morris being goal, who is the second oldest Gillingham player to ever play in a league game, by the way, which is a nice little statistic. And a big shout out to Joseph, who's going for a 1-1 today. And a big shout out to Craig, who's going for a 1-0 victory today. But let's see if Gillingham can actually get something from this tough Wrexham side. So Gills got a corner on his left-hand side. It's the first one of the game. I don't think we got one in the entirety of that Stockport game. As it goes into the box, can Gills make their first attack as it goes across the box, and it headers towards the goalkeeper on Conquo. And as is customary, I'll always put the first shot in on target of the whole game, and it came to Gillingham from a corner. Hutton's got the ball on the right side for Gillingham as launch it into the box. Can Gills mount another attack here? It goes towards goal. Can we get something on it? No, it's headed away by Wrexham. Can we even recycle it? It's not cleared convincingly well by Lee, and Gillingham have lost possession in Wrexham's half, and they need to get the ball now as we'll keep the attack going as Wrexham got a counter-attack, and this could be dangerous for Gillingham as it comes down the right-hand side as Barnett's got the ball. He's passed it across the face of goal, and this could be that should have been at least a shot on target by Wrexham. It was put miles wide, but the captain, McLean, it was a good idea. It was meant to be a very good ball through, and maybe he's overcooked it slightly, and McLean was stretching, but it's the first real attacking intent that Wrexham have had in this game so far. My goodness me, Gillingham could have easily conceded a goal there and been instantly on the back foot. Luckily, it went over the bar from McLean. Still 0-0. Barnett's run for the right-hand side for Wrexham to build an attack, and it should be cleared by Gillingham, but it isn't really convincingly. Max Clark does get something on it, but Wrexham are keeping the attack alive as Barnett receives the ball, tries to pass it infield, and Wrexham has spread the play over to the left-hand side, and Lee's coming forward for Wrexham, and Gills got some real defensive work to do. Eventually, Max Aimer does clear it, but it goes to Mendy on the left-hand side, and Wrexham have got some real energy coming forward as it goes into the box, and it's headed over the bar, and I have to say, the last 5 to 6 minutes from Wrexham have been it's been all Wrexham. Gillingham have not really had much attacking threat going forward since the first sort of 7 minutes, and it does look like Wrexham are going to be the team that are going to be most likely to score as we look to see how their corner runs after the 16th minute, but it is still 0-0. It's a great ball to the right side, and Hutton does really well to control it, to create an opportunity. Can he get a little bit of space past Mendy or at least win something from this? He's over there on his own. He's managed to find Dieng, though. Can Dieng do something here? Can Gills get a shot from it on the edge of the box? Coleman takes a shot himself and loops it over and tips it over the bar. Coquo and Gillingham are looking a little bit lively moving forward. It's really key for me that Hutton does something here. Hutton needs to be released in any capacity. And even that crossfield ball from Oji was a really good cross ball, but the touch from Hutton was exquisite. And if we can continue to release Hutton on the right-hand side, Gillingham will continue to create opportunities, just like the one we saw there. It's still 0-0, but that is where we're going to unlock our attacking threat to this game. Gills got a corner on this right-hand side. It's going to be taken by Hutton. We know he can deliver a couple into the box. Gills got on the end of this one. There's anyone there too. It's gone right to Hawkins on the right-hand side. Gone to Williams. We know he can shoot from this. He does take a shot. It's blocked. And Gills do hopefully recycle the play in some capacity. Instead, it's gone the other way around, and Wrexham are on the counter-attack. The support on the right-hand side with Barnett, and Gills again got some defensive work to do. There's 4 Gills players back. There's a shot on goal, and it goes straight into the rain in from Barnett, who cuts across the ball and makes a massive slice of it. But again, this is where Wrexham are going to be very, very powerful, is in these counter-attacker plays. When Gillingham had 3 corners in a row, by the way, came to nothing, and then Wrexham catches Gillingham on the counter. Barnett on another day puts it at least on target, giving questions for Glenn Morris to answer. However, luckily for the Gills, it went straight into the Rainham end, and it still remains 0-0. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Gillingham 0, Wrexham 0, and on the line, we have our own Hollywood star, and that's Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
So what do you make of this game so far?
Oh, Lawshouse Hollywood, yeah. No, it's had some repetition of the Stockport game apart from, reasonable hour of the day, and Wrexham have been a far better counter-attacking team. So in that sense, I think it's been more entertaining.
I say, do you see any Achilles heel in Gillingham at the moment? A player which you think isn't making much of an impact?
Well, I don't think for the last 3 or 4 months that Naddison has done too much. I don't know whether he's bereft of confidence or there's something, but he started so well for us. I'll never forget that goal against Southampton. He was all over them, and he was decent at the start of the season overall, but something's not clicking there. And I do think in the centre of midfield we're not creating that much. And I've been a massive fan of Dieng, but the last few games, well, since he's been back, I don't think it's been that great. And I just think we need a bit more of a creative spark. And we've got McKenzie and Malone on the bench. I think Malone probably could do central midfield. Obviously, we're missing Dom Jeffries, which is a big thing, but I just think give it a go with that. And we've been caught out on the counter too badly. I think we might need somebody quicker in there as well. That's my fear with Wrexham.
And how do you feel with Ollie Hawkins playing at the moment? Do you think he's having a good game?
I think he is. I think it's a bit of an odd one because obviously he's not getting a lot to him. But when he is getting something, he's flicking it on. He is generally beating them. So he's about the only one who's really creating anything bar Johnny Williams, who's trying to, but those balls aren't going through. And again, I'm not saying I necessarily blame Naddison, but they're just not working for him because most of Johnny Williams' creativity is trying to push it through for Naddison, who's leading the line. So we're going to have to change something, but I suspect he'll stick with it for 15, 20 minutes, wherever he decides, and then I think we'll see the subs on.
Well, hopefully when the subs come on, we're going to have something else to shout about and take some points away, but we will catch up at full time, Adam.
See you then.
So we're about to get underway for the second half, and a big shout out to our second sponsor, which is Viper Golf. And actually, I'm wearing one of their golf shirts now with the special German jizz one that was made for me. So thank you very much for that. And if you'd like to get your hands on your own one or a football style retro golf shirt, go to the link in the description down below and use the code GG5 to get £5 off your next order. Right, can Gills get something from this game? Hope so. Ema boots his one downfield, and Naddison's got a little bit of pressure on. He's using strength to win the ball back. And Gills gets something here of Hawkins, and it's been cleared over the bar. And Gillingham have a little bit of attacking impetus there and win a corner in about 50-minute mark. It was just a hopeful through ball by Ema, and it was good pressure work by Naddison, who seems to have sparked this half into life actually with that movement. And Hawkins just couldn't quite get there quick enough to put it in the back of the net. But Gillingham have got a corner and looking pretty lively to start the second half. So Gills got a freak on the left-hand side. It was a foul on Oliver Hawkins. Managed to eventually win one for Gillingham, as it's going to be Max Clark puts into the box. Can Gills get something from it? Goes to back post. Surely the shot across goal, and it is in, and Gills have scored. I didn't see who got it. Was it Dieng? And Gills have gone 1-0 up. It was a great ball in from the left-hand side. It had purpose because it went great right across again from the right-hand side across a 6-yard box. It looked like it was going to go out for a goal kick, but at the back post, it was Dieng who read it perfectly, and Gillingham have managed to put one on the back of net at the start of this second half and lead 1-0 against this strong Wrexham side. Let's have a look one more time. It was Clark that puts it in. Oh, it's Masterson in the thick of it again, and Okonkwo nearly got a hand to it, but it was Dieng who read it well, was in the right place at the right time, and put it in the back of the net to send the Rainham end into raptures. It is Gillingham 1, Wrexham 0.
Yes!
Gills have managed to get his ball forward, and Coleman's coming forward. He's got a lot of space to release Addison. Can Gills get their second goal? And Addison needs to get inside and take a shot himself. He takes a shot himself, and I think it was going to go wide anyway. But Okonkwo managed to get down. Gills got a corner out of it? No, maybe he did just leave it in the end. It was going wide nonetheless. But it's nice to see Addison getting himself into this game actually, because the first half he was nowhere to be seen. His first touch was awful in the first half. He's managed to change it in the second half and be more influential. And unfortunately for him, he just couldn't quite get that on target, but it does remain 1-0 to the Gills. Wrexham coming through here. Gills got to be careful. Mendes picks it up, and Gills got some real defensive work to do. There's a lot of momentum coming forward, and Lee picks it up for Wrexham on the left-hand side. There's a lot of Gills players back to defend this, but it goes to the back post, headed away by Clark. Looks like it can be recycled one more time by Cannon, who puts it over to the left-hand side for Lee to try and get to the box, who takes the shot. It's collected by double save. Surely that's saved, is it not? Has it gone over the line? It's gone out for a corner. My goodness me, Glenn Morris makes a double save, and then technically I think a third as well, just to claw it away from going over the line. It was great work by Wrexham. I mean, from this view, you could never tell if that's gone over the line, but Wrexham was so close to equalising. If it wasn't for the heroics there of Glenn Morris, he's 40 years old for what it's worth, and he's just saved Gillingham conceding the goal. My goodness me. It's good work by Wrexham coming forward, and Lee's picked it up, and Gills' defensive work to do as it goes across the box. Gills just about managed to clear the lines. My goodness me, that could have easily been an own goal. I don't think it skew off of Malone in the end, or Ogier. Couldn't quite see that one, but it came across with a little bit of a fizz from the left-hand side, and Gillingham just about got away with that one as Wrexham have a corner. And that is full time, and Gillingham have won their first home game of 2024, and it is and against the strength and the promotion chasing team of Wrexham. It is Gillingham 1, Wrexham 0, and let's hear what Adam Wesgate has to say about our victory this afternoon.
Well, what a result that was. I mean, I've got to say, in the first half, I thought Wrexham were better, but I didn't think we did too badly. I thought we looked like we had a little bit of attacking threat, but not loads. But we held together defensively, despite except for the counter-attacking. But the second half, we were miles better. Wrexham struggled a bit more. They definitely had chances to score. I mean, this could easily have been a draw or a Wrexham win. Could have gone either way, but we took our chance. We got the goal. We defended really resolutely. Like, you can't moan at that. And I actually think when you look at it, Stockport probably could have gone either way in the second half, but they should have finished us in the first half. Swindon, we definitely should have won that in the end, but that could have gone either way throughout the whole match, probably actually in Swindon's favour. But we got those couple of away wins this year, so I know people are talking about 2024 as in missed opportunities, but I just think we're doing a little bit better than people think. But someone goes on a run, we can get in the playoffs, but overall I'd still say deserve the Gills, so not many words. Our first win on Disney Plus, so oh dear. Onwards and upwards. Salford away next, Lord Skeets Gills.